So the Bighorn National Forest has a legend to its name. Certainly you could argue that it was just named for the bighorn sheep that roam the area. But according to the Crow people, there's much more of a story to it than that. So the Crow is the nation that originally inhabited this land. And the story goes that there was a boy hunting with his stepfather. And the boy approached a cliff and he was looking out at the grand view because after all, look at it. It's a beautiful place to be. But the stepfather came from behind and pushed him off the ledge of the cliff. The boy fell. The stepfather presumed him dead, as was his intention. So he returned to camp, and when his mother asked where was the boy, he said, "He returned before I did. I assumed he was here. He must have gotten lost." So the Crow sent out a search party to find him, certainly to no avail. But the boy had survived. When he fell off the cliff, he did not meet his death, but instead he tumbled into the branches of trees and had his fall caught. But he was still stranded, and he was lost for days. And he prayed and prayed and prayed to find a way out. And suddenly, his prayers were answered by 7 bighorn sheep that approached him. The largest of the sheep had these beautiful metal hooves. And of course, the sheep's name was Big Metal. They introduced themselves to the boy and said that they would save him, and also offered them the gifts that they had: wisdom, keen eyesight, an incredible sense of hearing, sure-footedness, great strength, and in my opinion, the most important, a strong heart. They told the boy, however, that part of what they required from him in exchange of these gifts, as well as in exchange for the Crow living on the land that these 7 bighorn ruled over, was that the land would always be called the Bighorn Mountains, and the Bighorn Forest, and the river that would run through it would be called the Bighorn River. And if the day ever came that the name was changed, the Crow people would be no longer. So the boy, now with all of his gifts, returned home. He was met with sheer joy from his mother, of course, and he told them this, that the land must always be called Bighorn. So today, while it isn't necessarily the land that the Crow people continue to live in due to the U.S. moving into the area and it becoming part of the state of Wyoming, and now it's a U.S. national forest, we've continued to, at the very least, honor the name, and that is why it is called Bighorn National Forest and the Bighorn River and the Bighorn Mountains, in honor of this legend.